Hey everyone, this is Brian from Jank Fuzzball. We're back for another of our 12 days of dollar packs. This is day 7, and we're on kind of a hot streak. The last 2 dice we've pulled have been really, really, really nice. So I'm hoping we can keep it going today with yet another Way of the Force booster pack that I purchased at Barnes & Noble for $1.90 after membership discount. So pretty good deal. We're halfway through, so I'm excited about that. This is the downhill slope of the 12 days of dollar packs, and let's get it going. All right, we know it's going to be Way of the Force, so I got my trusty bag. Here we are. Let's see what we got. All right. It's a character. It is Executioner. This is great. This gives us, I believe, 3 characters on the session so far. This is an 8 health character. It is a character and a trooper. You can see it is much like a stormtrooper. It comes with 2 blanks on its die. So it's got 1 melee, 2 melee, 2 melee for a resource, and then 2 blanks. After an opponent's character is defeated, you may roll this die into your pool. So if you have this on the table and you're able to keep it on the table, then assuming you can defeat a character, you get a free roll out of the die coming after it. I like playing around with executioners. I've had some fun with them. You know, I've tried them with Maul. I've tried to have a kind of a stick stack executioner. I've run it even with Grievous. I believe the big Grievous. Just trying things out. So I think it's fine. I think, the argument is Faust itself is pretty good, or certainly Mud Trooper from a later set is also 8 health and gives you a little more functionality. But in terms of running sticks, I think this is pretty good. And it's always fun to pop a character. So that is pretty exciting. Let's take a look at our uncommon. Hey, speaking of Grievous, it's Furious Assault. It is a 2-cost red villain event. Spot 2 red characters or General Grievous to roll all weapon dice on one of your characters into your pool. So that's pretty expensive, right? That's 2 costs. So that's all of your allotment, your natural allotment for the round. You need to have at least 2 red characters or General Grievous. And then you can roll all weapon dice. So not just, it has to be weapon. It can't just be upgrade dice. So there you go. I honestly don't know if I've ever included this in a deck. I could see it being, I want to say I could see it being useful and sealed, but it really depends on how many weapons you're also running. If you're not running a lot of weapons, then it's kind of a dead card. Why would you want to spend 2 for that? But especially if you're running Big Bad Grievous, I could see it being a pretty nice uncommon to play. Let's take a look at the commons. Sticky Situation. There we have a Gamorrean Guard and whatever that thing is. I know it has a name, but I've forgotten. It is a yellow 1-cost villain event. Force an opponent to choose a die, then remove a different die. So I love these situational things, right? You pay 1. You're going to force an opponent to choose a die. So they're going to choose probably their best die, and then you get to remove a different die. So they at least get to salvage something, but you're at least removing a die. It may not be the one you want, but it could put them in a really awkward position, a very sticky situation. If they have, for instance, like a base damage and a modifier on top of that, you're going to be able to remove some damage because they're probably going to keep the base and you're going to be able to remove the modifier. Notice there's no value, so it can be as big or as small of a die as you can get. But there you go. Again, I haven't run it a lot myself, but it is removal. It is situational, and that's probably why it doesn't see a lot of play. But not a bad card. 3 villain cards in a row. What else are we going to pull? Hone Skills. Here we go. It is neutral. It is blue. Costs 0. So that's one of those nice supports that kind of come and just hang out. It's got a great picture of Kanan on the art. Each of your characters can have 1 additional upgrade. I include these in way too many decks, I find. I keep trying to have the dream of 4 upgrades on a character thanks to this. But if it doesn't come out, it's one of those things where it's like, you really don't want it to come out early, because if it comes out early, it's going to take you several rounds to even get to having a 4th upgrade playable on a character. You kind of want it to come out after you already have a character with 2 or maybe even 3 upgrades, and then at least you get this down as a threat. I'd be curious, have any of you ever had success with Hone Skills? I want to make it work, but I just don't see it very much. And I include it way too often, even though I end up, usually it's a discard to reroll candidate given that. But it is a neutral, and it is 0 cost, which is always nice. Last card of the pack is Weapon Master. Oh, there we go. We started reasonably well, and then it just all gone downhill from there. It is a 0 cost red neutral upgrade. It is an ability. Action, remove one of attached character's character upgrade dice to turn one of its weapon dice to any side. So, we've got some themes here with the weapons going on. But you pay 0, you have to remove one of attached character's character upgrade dice, and then you can focus one of its weapon dice to any side. So, I've never ran it. I could see it. Maybe we talked about that big bad Grievous. Maybe you're doing that if for any reason one of your character upgrade dice rolled trash. You could actually use this. Well, see, this has to be an upgrade. So, excuse me, it's not an event. So it has to be on a character. So it's holding a spot. It costs 0. So it's not really helping you even overwrite into something bigger. But, you can remove one of your other attached character or upgrade dice to focus one of the weapon dice to any side. So super, super situational. So let's just go ahead and scoot that one over here with our weapon kind of contingent. There we go. This is our day 7 pack. We got a nice character. It's a cheap character that gives you versatility when building a deck. And, Stormtroopers are all the rage. They're always fun to play with, knowing, though, that they're not the best. But I love playing around with the Executioners. I love red mixing in the sticks. I think that's great. The rest of these cards, they're situational. I would love to know if y'all have ever played Furious Assault. Tell me a great story about that. That would be really, really fun to hear. Okay, well, that's it. Day 7, a little bit of slowing our roll after what I thought were 2 really exceptional dice in the previous 2 packs. But it's nice to get a character. This gives us, like I said, I believe 3 characters out of 7 packs, which is always nice. It's fun to crack a character because then it gives you more versatility and just building a deck or opportunities for creativity, which is also awesome. Well, that's it. That's day 7 of the 12 days of dollar packs. I hope you're doing well. We have 5 days left, and we will end on Christmas Day. So I hope if you celebrate Christmas, I hope we're all heading towards a really, really nice holiday. Hopefully, given everything else that's gone on this year. And this episode will drop on Christmas Day. And I've decided that after these 12 days, after we get through them, I will do one more kind of a recap episode. I just like looking at the math and the data and looking at all 12 of the dice cards we popped and have one last review of them. So there'll be one more coming after Christmas. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for following along, and we'll see you tomorrow on the 12 days of dollar packs.